Wow, that's a nice looking bass guitar, but unfortunately you don't have one. No problem, stay till the end of the video to find out why. Hey guys, welcome back, it's Joshua here, and today a very highly requested video. It's about playing bass guitar in your left hand. I know some of you, or a lot of you, are growing up in church as musicians and you don't have a bass guitarist. I certainly grew up the same way, and I've had to do a little workaround, and that was learning how to play bass guitar on the left hand of the keyboard and splitting it and playing keys on the right to be able to get that fullness in the band. A lot of you have asked me, how do I replicate bass? How do I play bass on the left hand? Well, today is the video for you. Don't worry if you don't have a bass guitarist. If you're a keyboard player and you want to expand and you want to go to the next level, please stick around and I'll show you some tips and tricks to be able to elevate your worship. Let's get straight into it. So guys, when it comes to bass guitar, the most important thing I always say, obviously a keyboard has its main sounds: piano, electric pianos, strings, pads, all of that. Fair enough. And then I will always say, if you want to play another instrument on the keyboard, you need to think like the actual instrumentalist, or how that specific instrument is played. I see a lot of times, like if you're going to pull up an electric guitar, people play electric guitar how a keyboard player would. That's not the right way to do it. You can, but the thing is, you're not gonna get the realism. You're not gonna get that realistic sound. And bass guitar is no different, guys. So for me to be able to play bass effectively and to be able to have that thing of, oh, we didn't miss the bass guitarist, I need to start thinking like a bass guitarist. Some of the top key bass players think like bass guitarists. I have many friends that play bass guitar so well that we don't even need a bassist. But that's because they play bass guitar how a bass guitarist would play. And that's what we need to look at today. So I'm in the key of A major. I'm going to show you some little tips and tricks. First point, choose a good bass guitar. If you guys are confused and you have a PSR keyboard, you can download my sounds in the link below. But I've pulled up this bass here. It's called Vintage Round. Sounds pretty realistic. It's okay, it does the job. So the first point, pick a bass guitar. How you're going to do it is split the keyboard. Your keyboard should have that option. Most modern keyboards have that option. Second of all, it's all about listening. Because it's such a new instrument that you want to play, you really need to listen to how bass guitarists play. And bass guitarists, the thing they need to do is lock in with the drummer. My friend, I was speaking to one of my drummer friends over in Germany about bass guitarists, and he put up a point. He messaged me, so I'm going to pull that up right now. That's what Moses has said. And yeah, he's so right. When the bass guitarist and drummer locks in, it's a whole nother universe. The way the worship sounds is going to sound a lot more tighter. So, I know I'm talking a lot. First point, choose a bass guitar. Secondly, lock in with the drummer. What I mean by that, simply, I'm going to keep it sweet and simple. Follow the kick drum. So if you guys have a drummer at your church, visually look at his kick. Or if they're not playing kick and they're playing it on a pad or something, look at the kick drum. Like, actually try to visualize it and hear what they're playing. What you guys have to understand is the kick drum and bass guitar are instruments that are more felt than heard. For example, you can hear that, but this through speakers you can feel it. So the kick and bass has to lock in. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to be in the key of A major. Yeah, I'm going to play a simple, we'll do one fast song, or like a fast upbeat drum beat, and I'll show you. So in A major, I'm going to do the A major, F sharp minor, D major, and E. 1, 6, 4, 5, yeah? Simple progression. I'm going to add some bass into it. So I'm not following it perfectly, but what I am doing is trying and keeping in sync with the kick drum. Look. If I just simply play, it doesn't sync. But look. So yeah, that's just an example. So what you would see is I'm following the kick drum and then I'm doing also some fills. That's the next point I want to get into. Guys, pentatonic scales are so important. If you see a bass guitarist or electric guitarist play, they usually use a lot of the pentatonic scale. What pentatonic scale is, so if I was to give you an example in A, that's your natural major scale. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Now the pentatonic scale, how it works is you guys can work it out yourself. You're gonna play the 1, the 2, the 3. You're gonna skip 4 and then go to 5 and 6. That's it. 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then back to 1. So if I was to do like a bass lick, what they would usually play is, it sounds a bit more, you know, that sort of it just sounds a bit better. So try and learn your pentatonic scales, guys, in all 12 keys. So when you're playing, unless you're transposing, then focus on pentatonic scales in the key that you're comfortable with and get used to playing that. Follow the kick. When you want to do your fills, you don't want to overdo your fills all the time. So when they're singing a song, you don't want to do that. How you want to play is, you want to leave some space for the snare. So when they hit the snare, what works for me is don't play then. So you know that hit, let the snare play. That way it just elevates your bass. And when you want to do your fills is when they're not singing. For example, when you come back into the verse, or you come back into the chorus, or you know when the singer goes like this to repeat a verse, where those things are happening, or when the drummer is doing a fill, you can do your fills. For example, let's pull up a slower beat. Let's pull up a slower beat. See there, the singer wouldn't have sang. They would have gone to the next line. Hear the kick drum? Look. So guys, that's just a quick video that I wanted to quickly shoot, talking about key bass, left hand bass. If you guys found this video useful, please let me know. Smash the like button. Let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.